Are you ready to pass the NMC OSCE the first time as efficiently as possible? Then you're in the right place. Here at IELTS Medical, we've seen adult nurses through to a first-time OSCE pass ending last year with 98% first-time pass rate and 100% second. We've also assisted mental health nurses, children's nurses and midwives through their OSCE exams too. Accessible OSCE practice rooms and expert-led courses. Our nurses are not only passing their exams, but they're having fun doing it too. Inquire today about how we can assist you too.
Hello, Manong George here. Welcome again to another episode. And today we have a very special guest.
My name is Marion. I'm a staff nurse working at Nottingham University Hospitals. I've been in the UK for more than 3 years. I'm working now as a interventional radiology staff nurse, pero nag-work ako before sa spinal ward.
Pero ang tanong ngayon, Marion, nasaan ka ngayon?
Okay. That's a very interesting question, Manong. So, at the moment, nandito ako sa Pilipinas. Been here for, I think, I left 29th of February, then I was meant to leave ng March 28. So, I think it's almost 2 months. My flight has been canceled, and at the moment, commercial flights very limited. At the same time kasi, ang situation dito sa Pilipinas, pabago-bago in such a short notice. Kagaya nung nangyari this week or the other week rather, bigla nilang kinancel lahat ng incoming flights. 12-hour notice. At the same time, buying a new ticket would cost a lot of money. So it's triple the price of my round trip ticket na binili ko, which is very expensive. That Marion, I think you don't have to use your annual leave credits because I consulted with HR. They said that you can be given a special consideration or an emergency leave since this is something that's beyond your control, sabi niya ganun. So when I heard that, I'm really thankful. Pero syempre at the back of my mind, nung unang beses pa lang na na-cancel and then yung probability na maka-cancel yung flight, ang dami mo nang maiisip. Kasi first time talaga nangyari sa akin yun and I wasn't really expecting it. Tapos marami pang nangyari after the ECQ. There are other issues that happened that somehow also contributed to the flights and somehow makes me worry. My number one concern is yung professional and legal responsibilities because we know that every 3 years we need to revalidate as per the NMC. So I'm due for revalidation in July. So yung the time left that I have, I really have to, complete my requirement, my portfolio. And at the same time, it's my first time to revalidate. So I do understand the process, but the process of really doing it, how does it work? So that's something that, concerns me. Kaya ang ginawa ko, I send the NMC an inquiry about it. Because binalita din naman that they're giving an extension because of the situation. But apparently they said it's for March, April, May, June. So, but they said they're exploring, other possibilities. And just to let you know, I think the other night, because apparently there's an article that came out through Nursing Standard. I don't know if people watching, have read that article. So apparently, one of our nursing directors was able to read that. And so she sent me a message and then she asked me, how am I doing? She said, don't worry about it. They will also, work with us in terms of, this NMC revalidation. But for now, your goal is for you to be safe wherever you are. And then when things are okay, sabi niya. But I also told her kung ano yung mga hakbang na ginagawa natin dito. So that's one thing that that concerns me. Of course, financial obligations. I know that I'm blessed that I still have paid leaves, but we know that sometimes in the UK we need to work sometimes overtime because although we earn really good money in the UK, but you have to have proper savings and you have to have emergency funds. And since if you're the breadwinner, it's like parang dalawa eh. You're thinking about your financial obligations in the UK at the same time financial obligations din dito. Which we thought were not included. However, may incident na nangyari na nakasama kami. So nakadagdag 'yon sa iniisip ng mga nurses na dahil nangyari na yung bagay na 'yon, so iniisip ko na if the situation comes worse, it could potentially happen because that's something that they're really looking na ini-explore nila ngayon whether there's legal basis to ban healthcare workers, ban the migration of healthcare workers. So these things, it goes beyond the issue of being able to go back to the UK because there are risks when you go back and there are risks whether you stay. I was also able to meet nurses that are also stranded. That's one thing na nangyari. It's because of through this Facebook group na nagawa because of that. And then sinishare din nila yung mga experiences nila na sabi nila Marion, ako ang concern ko dahil ako nasa province. Since nasa province ako, the only way to get to Manila is through domestic flights. So as long as the airports are closed, there's no way for me to go back to Manila. So different situations. And as a result of that, pag bigla nagkakaroon ng available na sweeper flights, minsan sumasakay na sila doon, then pagbalik nila na Manila, doon sila bumibili ng ticket. So they're like caught off guard with nalalagay sila doon sa situation na difficult. I know it's not easy for them, pero para makaalis sila. You ask them what's the reason why they do that. They said we have no choice because we don't know when flights are coming. I mean, we don't know whether this situation is gonna get better or not. But basically, makikita mo na yung mga UK RNs na nandito, they have the choice to stay, but all of us we all want to go back to the UK. That's the premise. If you would only see those conversations behind the scene, that then when this temporary ban issue came out, na talagang yung frustration, yung parang now we're not only thinking about the canceled flights, we're thinking whether we'll be allowed to return to the UK.
Fair to stop nurses from leaving the country right now?
Personally, I don't think it is fair. For me, it's not really fair. I have reasons for saying it. For one, I want to make it clear that I love the Philippines, but I think many will agree, but some would disagree about the nursing situation here in the Philippines. Kung titingnan mo, marami tayong supply ng nurses nung time na yon. However, these nurses, even though they applied to different institutions, hindi sila na-accommodate. Hindi sila tinanggap. Or yung ibang hospitals, ang dami-daming requirement na hinihingi. Imagine kung ikaw, kapapasa mo ng board exam, mag-apply ka sa hospital, then hahanapan ka 6 months to 1 year experience. how could that be possible? Karamihan sa amin noon gustong pumasok ng ospital. Pero hindi din sila tinatanggap. So we don't know what happened in the past years. I don't want to be political with my comments or not, but I would let the viewers do their research regarding these nursing bills. So balikan din natin, in 2016 there was a proposal to increase the salary of entry-level nurses, but apparently hindi rin naaprubahan dahil baka daw hindi kayanin ng budget. So marami mga issues. So for me, it's not really fair to ban healthcare workers. What will happen if we ban these healthcare workers? Will they be compelled to work in here, or matatanggap ba sila? Kung yung bang mababan ng mga healthcare workers is sapat ba yung mga vacancies sa hospital? Ma-accommodate ba lahat? Kung ma-accommodate ba lahat, gaano katagal? So sabi nila kasi because of the pandemic. So 3 months, 6 months. After 6 months, what will happen? So eventually, these nurses will all still, choose to leave. Bakit mo i-ban? Give them an option.
How is your voice being heard at the moment?
Well, what's good about the social media is we can be heard, and that's why it's useful. Yung social media talaga. Kung nakikinig, yung may platform, yes, there's really a platform. And napatunayan natin yan kasi yung temporary deployment ban, na bago yan kasi may mga nurses din na nag-express ng kanilang mga concern, and eventually may mga naka-pick up na mga tao na minsan siguro kung pinabayaan lang yung issue na yon, if we kept quiet, baka siguro yung issue na yon nandyan pa rin. Minsan kasi parang siguro testing the waters din yan kung may mag-react. Pero may principle tayo sa nursing na tinatawag na we have to seek to understand something. Bakit ba may ganito before tayo mag-react na talagang.
What would be your message to other nurses who are in the same boat as you? Also, I must say, baka this might be also a chance for you to invite them kung wala pa sila dun sa group mo sa Facebook. You can invite them para, alam mo yun, mas lahat matulungan.
Gusto ko lang ipaalam sa inyo na kung stranded man kayo sa Philippines ngayon, hindi kayo nag-iisa. Kasama nyo ako. And we have a Facebook group for those who are stranded. Ang pangalan ng Facebook group na yon ay UKRN Workforce Stranded. So may mga iba't ibang members na rin tayo doon. Nandun din yung mga for nurses for deployment. Although ngayon, ang focus talaga is yung sa mga nurses na hindi pa makabalik. Pero ang kagandahan na sa grupo na yun is minsan may mga topic na nabubuksan na mga maliliit na issues and other issues. And I just want to let you know na ang kagandahan lang din sa nangyari na to. Kasi, I mean, despite of what's happening, we have to find ways to see the good in this situation. So at least now, we become aware that we have Filipino nurse leaders also in the UK that are there to support us. And I'm really thankful for those people. Manong George, Francis, everybody. Now I can't mention them one by one. And somehow nga at the back of my mind, I was thinking na, ang ganda rin minsan na yung kapag ang mga nurses ay nagsama-sama dahil may isa silang goal na gustong ma-achieve. Kaya din pala, kumbaga may pupuntahan. Nakita natin yon nung ang mga nurses is hindi sila in favor dun sa talagang total deployment ban. So nagawa nating i-question if that's really necessary. So, ibig sabihin, if we have other issues na sa tingin natin when we're back in the UK that's affecting us. So, our voices, meron tayong right para mapakinggan. Hindi lang yung mga concerns natin if we think that it would concern sa practice ba, sa workplace mo. So may way, may paraan para ma-address yung mga concerns natin. Kailangan lang natin is pag-aralan how to escalate that concern. And one way to escalate is to be able to connected do sa mga iba't ibang tao. Kasi especially now in this time of pandemic, nurses should be looking after one another. Ang advice ko while we're here in the Philippines, we have to, boost our immune system, take care of our, mental health. Let us keep connected with one another, especially sa ating mga employers. I think that's the key release is proper communication. Kung nahihiya tayo, we have to tell them. We know what kind of employers is the NHS. So nakita naman natin this sa pandemic what kind of support that they can give sa mga nurses na for deployment pa lang.
Mhm.
So this message is for you. Nagdaan din kami sa ganyan. Bago ako nakarating ng UK, I took the English exams 4 times because I wasn't able to meet the requirement. I started my application 2015. Nakalis ako papunta sa UK 2017. If you know that you really want something, so gamitin yung panggagalingan ng lakas. Kasi nandyan na kayo kumbaga for deployment, nandun na kayo sa last stage na kompleto nyo na. I know by heart na gusto nyong makalis, but there are situations around us na minsan hindi natin mapigilan. But if you have concerns like what I've said, you have to escalate that with your respective agencies because your respective agencies are in contact with the employers that would decide, about the situation. I mean, maraming flexibility talaga sa panahon ngayon because of this pandemic. And most of us siguro concerned natin mga finances talaga. But please coordinate with your respective agencies. That's their role. And we're just behind you guys. We UK RNs, alam namin yung mga naging struggle kung paano pumunta dito. And nakita naman natin marami na naging changes sa requirements. So we are here to support you, and we'll see you in the UK soon. Always remember, Manong knows.
Manong knows best, put your worries to rest when staying in the United Kingdom. Manong knows best.